Hello, hello. Welcome back once again. Who's doing their meditation today? I know a few people are. Shout out to Sweet Caroline, who's doing hers. Started yesterday. That's sick. Um, Shout out to me, who's going to do an hour, because that's what I do. That's how I get down. Yeah, so that's cool. So get in there, do it. Don't don't put it off. Don't bother thinking about something else. It's not going to be another answer. You're going to get started right away. What's up, Radella Tom? How you doing? Yeah. So I'm going to do my 1 hour today. I'm going to do the uh, sacral chakra. Yeah, the orange one. What's up, girl? How you doing? Um, so that's what's going to happen. I'm going to get going with the meditation today. It's going to be nice. It's going to be good. I encourage everybody to also do the same. Get started on this path towards self-reflection, this path towards inner strength, inner value, actually building core confidence. What a concept. Actually building up your own inner confidence. Yes, that's what we're doing. We're building up inner core confidence, right? We're not ever relying on situational confidence. Oh my God, what a concept. The entire society is built around propping up situational confidence. That is absolutely not going to work, okay? Do not invest in that ever, okay? Core confidence is not what we want. Sorry, situational confidence. Sorry, I'm just trying to set up the YouTube one. Situational confidence is not what we want. Core confidence. So you're always, whenever you're feeling like you're leaning on some situation, like if you're like trying to put out an Instagram post and like trying to get a bunch of likes in order for you to then prop up your confidence, that is a losing battle. Okay? That is a battle that you will never ever win. It's never going to work. You need to abandon it right away. Like, I can't believe this is even, to me, it just sounds like absolutely crazy that anyone would consider that as a good idea. No. Just because you're standing in a certain area surrounded by a certain like group of cool kids and then somehow you feel cool because of that, immediately abandon that. That shit is worthless. You don't need to fucking buy into that. You always want to reinvest in yourself. Like you always want to lean away from situational confidence of like, well, I feel cool because that person said I look good and because now I wonder if that person will get jealous because now I'm standing here like this. Like you can't rely on that stuff. Like it's not going to ever pay off. You have to invest into yourself, into things like meditation, into things like actually creating your own emotions from within. So I understand that society is set up in the opposite way. That society is set up in a way that's constantly validating like celebrities and like people who are like thriving off of attention and gossip. So it's very easy to think like, hey, that must work. Like that must be a good way to do things. And you can get like a degree of like you can get like a degree of success like within our society by behaving that way. That's true, but that's not a good thing. That's like you don't that's like you can get success by stealing. You can get success by robbing a bank. Like it's true, you could do it. You could probably get away with it even. But it's not a good thing to do. Like you're probably gonna you're probably gonna end up hurting someone. You could get killed. You could kill someone by accident. Like it's not a good way to behave. So don't bother doing it. Understand that it's more value. See how you're getting success within like a paradigm that ends up hurting people. So it's like, yes, you're getting money, but you had to rob a bank. You had to steal from someone. That, even though you got that instant high of money, in the long run, it's not going to pay off. And this is how, I guess for me, sometimes it's hard to even relate on a level of, I'm already like assuming everyone has already bought into this mentality. Because, yeah, it's like you want to get to a place where you can understand there are deeper levels of truth, and there are more powerful forces at play than just your current little tiny perception of reality, right? Like just the person that you are now, like, hey, I'm Luke, here's my little perception of reality, like, here I am, I've got a beard, like I'm making a little video, blah, 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 like I went to the gym earlier, whatever, whatever. That's great and that's fine, and that is still in itself like a magical, like cool thing that I'm alive. It is, and it should still be celebrated. But it's only special and it's only amazing in the context of a much broader and all-encompassing universal force, universal intelligence that is taking place all at once. And yes, I am a part of that, right? And so are you. So we all are a part of this happening, okay? And it is so amazing because of the vastness and the all-encompassing of it. So when you're not playing your part of that, when you're not acknowledging that you're part of this massive all-encompassing dance, if you will, you're taking away. You're like shirking your responsibility. You're being like, no, I'm just this little person here, and I deserve to have the money, so I'm going to steal it from someone else. Yeah, and that's who I am. Yeah. And then you just become this little itty bitty gross little speck. You just become this little diseased little branch on the tree of life, right? And even though you don't see it in the time, because you're also part of a diseased whole limb, right? Which our society now in general has become like diseased. And not to say that there's not cool parts and this isn't like a great time. There's lots of abundance. There's lots of prosperity. There's amazing things taking place, right? For sure. But you still have a lot of toxicity. You still have a lot of, hey Janice, what's up, girl? You still have a lot of things that are dysfunctional within our society now. So you want to be able to understand in the broader sense of things that yes, you are important, and it's important that you become successful in your dreams and your goals and the way that you want to live in this world. It is very important that you do that. But it's also undeniable that you're part of a all-encompassing sort of universal way of things, sort of universal intelligence that you're a part of, right? You're kind of engaging with that at the same time that you're engaging with your little day-to-day life. Like, I'm going to go to the park, I'm going to walk the dog, I'm going to go to the grocery store, and blah, blah, blah. You're still taking part in those individual instances, but that whole time you're acknowledging, hey, I'm also part of this massive sort of intelligence that seems to be fueled by like expansion and love and understanding and enjoyment of its own existence, you know? So anytime that you're like moving away from that and you're trying to move back into this little tiny petty little instance of where I want my money, like give me my money and I'm going to take it from that person to get it for me. You're missing the point, right? You're leaving from an abundance mentality of, hey, this is amazing. We're all part of this amazing adventure, and it's like actually experiencing life right now, and this is incredible. Not to say there aren't problems, and not to say you don't have disagreements with people and that you have to get along with everyone. You don't. There's people that you do and don't vibe with, and that's fine. But we're still all fundamentally part of this experience. And so you want to always be acknowledging that rather than cutting yourself off from that and being in this place of like, no, like, fuck that person. They're way different than me. They're not. I'm Luke and you're someone else. So like fuck you and give me my money. It's not like that. It's like we're all in this together. Yes, I can be successful. Yes, I can have lots of money. And yes, you can have lots of success. And yes, you can have lots of money. And that's all cool, right? That's all a good thing. That's all on the right track. So you want to keep re-acknowledging that for yourself. So then this all ties back into the idea of situational confidence versus core confidence. So when you're in situational confidence, you're always relying on someone else to validate you. Like you're cool because someone else said so. You look good because 500 people liked your Instagram photo. So now you feel good, right? You always, and I understand it's hard, especially for girls, well, for guys too, for both. It's hard to to get disengaged from that kind of drug, right? Like it's a drug. You get addicted to the drug of validation. And you always want to recognize that. So when you suddenly get this little hit of like, oh, I feel cool now because 500 people like my Instagram photo, you have always reinvest in the idea that, oh, that's not really very important, right? It's not important that 500 people like my photo. It's nice if they really did like it, and that's great, but I'm not gonna identify with the feelings of validation that I'm getting from all those people, because I understand that's enabling situational confidence. And I understand that's not valuable, right? I understand that's a false confidence. That's like doing coke. That's like taking pills. That's like being drunk. It's false confidence. And you always want to be acknowledging that stuff never pays off. And I understand it's hard. Like I do. I understand it's difficult. And I understand the entire society is encouraging you to keep on behaving that way. But you need to do your part by not buying in. And it's hard when there's like tons and tons of people like getting validated and getting tons of validation. But it is never actually going to pay off. Like it's I know it seems like it will, and I know it's hard to like really see it in the moment when you see like that like one guy who's like doing tons of coke and he's partying and he's just balling out of control. And but he if it and maybe he is able to make it manage to some degree, but there's always a payoff. There's always a cost. Like there's always something that he has to pay. There's always something that that girl has to pay when she gets 500 likes on a photo or whatever it is, and she gets that little high from it. It's never just free. Like she's never getting that for free. So you always always see that, right? And anyone who's fundamentally become like massively inner successful and come to a lot of conclusion of what it really means to exist in the way that you want to is going to be like agreeing with this. Like there's no one that comes to their end of their life and is like, oh shit, it really mattered to me, right? Like it really mattered to me what all those people thought about me. Yeah, that's what was important to me. Gee, it sure did matter to me that like what this girl thought or that guy thought. It's never going to happen. Like you don't ever need to buy into that. So that's kind of the point here. Um, okay, so another thing. Here's another like quick one that I had for today. I can't believe I actually have to say this. I thought this was obvious. Actually, I have one for the girls and one for the guys. So it's both. So everybody gets one today. I can't believe I have to say this to the guys. Oh my God. No. Do not try to buy women. You cannot do it. Stop. No. Do not try to use your money to purchase the affection of women. This is not a good strategy. Do not do it. No, you're fucking failing. All right? You can't purchase the women. You just know. You're not going to be able to purchase their affection. She's never going to feel the way that she feels about the fucking hockey player, or the fucking drug dealer, whoever it is, it, about you, because you're just some weak idiot with money and you're trying to purchase shit for her, buying her expensive dinners, paying her rent, flying her around on a fucking private jet. Holy shit. This is basic. This is basic shit. Don't do it. You gotta stop right away. Even like Dan Bilzerian, who's got all the money, he's still not really purchasing those women, right? He's developed a lifestyle which enables him to live in such a way that women find attractive. Okay? So he's leveraging that money. He's leveraging his money to create more value of which the women invest in. Okay? You see how that's different? You see how he's not saying, hey, look at this money. I'm going to give it to you if you like me. He's not saying that. He's saying, look what I've done. Look what I've built. This is cool. I wonder if you're going to be a part of this. Look what I'm doing here. This is great. Hey, aren't you having a blast when you're hanging out with me? And yes, it's true. He's paying for the yachts, and he's paying for the plane, and he's paying for the fucking machine guns in the desert and stuff. But he's doing that because he wants to, right? He's doing that because that's what he'd be doing anyway. He's just saying, this is what I like doing. I like flying on my private jet. I like shooting machine guns in the desert. This is what I do. If you want to be a part of it, cool. I like having hot girls around. You can get on my Instagram. You can jack up your followers. Cool. Everybody wins. You see? But he's not ever coming from a place of weakness. He's not ever coming from a place of like paying a lot of shit towards her. And then, so he's never like heavily investing in the girls and then just like hoping they invest back in him. Like, it's not what he's doing. So if you're just some random guy and you have no fucking game and you're just pathetic and weak, you can't spend your money on women, right? You can't do that. It's like the most you can spend is $10. Really, that's the most you can spend on a girl. It's fucking $10. And that's if you're like buying drinks for you and her. So that is including your drink. Like realistically, it's more like $5. You can buy a coffee for you and her. And you still have to say you buy the next one. Ideally, you should split it, right? You should buy your own coffee, and ideally, she should buy your coffee. No, but realistically, you should split it. You should each buy your own shit. You're adults, unless it's just like circumstantial and it's just like practicalities. Like, all right, let me buy this fucking $2 coffee, whatever. Move on. It doesn't matter. But you should never be using your money as a way to impress girls. Like somehow what are you gonna do? You're gonna like sell yourself as like some kind of sugar daddy that's gonna buy her shit. Like, oh my God, it's so weak. It's so stupid. You should be ashamed of yourself. It's pathetic. And if you sit there and you're like, Luke, you're cheap. Motherfucker, you're cheap. You're cheap. Because you don't want to invest in yourself. You don't want to invest that money into yourself. You don't want to invest in coaching, in books, in fucking programs. You don't want to invest in time. You don't want to go to the jungle and fucking talk with the shamans. You don't want to spend time working out. You don't want to spend time facing your fucking demons. You don't want to invest in yourself. Motherfucker, you're cheap. You are cheap. You think that you can just take a little bit of your little scraps of money and throw it around at the girls and they'll like you. What the fuck is wrong with you? In fact, it's really mean. What you're doing is very fucked up and super fucking cruel to those girls. You're trying to purchase them. You're trying to like, You're looking at like the worst parts of our society. You're looking at like the worst behavior of the women, and you're encouraging it and you're rewarding it. It's pathetic. You're hurting them. You're damaging them. You're priming them to behave in fucked up ways that are not ever going to serve them. Though they'll get an instantaneous high of the money and the validation, and they'll spend some little amount of time with you. Meanwhile, they'll still be spending time with the fucking hockey player or the bouncer or whoever. They're never going to really want to spend time with you. There's always any girl that's being paid to spend time with a guy, there's always some other guy she'll spend time with for free, right? Or in fact, she'll take your money and she'll go and spend it on him. Chew on that, motherfucker, as you sit there and think you can purchase some girls. That shit is pathetic and weak and fucking stupid, and it's very, very fucking weak, and it's not cool, and I don't even know what else to say. Get away from me. Like, keep it up then. I don't care. You're just one more idiot. You're just one more fucking dummy. Okay, so there you go. That's for the guys. Now for the girls. Oh, Jesus. Don't think you were going to get away with it. Okay. I know this is hard to fucking accept. But here's the thing. Okay? You don't need, okay? You don't need to take a guy who you're seeing, and if he's a full-grown adult male and he cheats on you, I guess, he cheats on you. That is fucking so stupid. Why would an adult male feel that he has to cheat on his girlfriend? Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? You're telling me you didn't have the strength to just tell the girl that you're talking to, that you're seeing, like, hey, you seem cool, like, I like hanging out with you, but, you know, I also want to see this other girl too, so that's what I'm going to do. If you'd like to keep seeing each other too, that would be cool. If not, then I'm going to see this girl anyway, and I guess this is the end of it. Or, you know what, hey, I'd actually rather keep seeing you then, if that's not okay. But the guy has to be able to have that type of dialogue. If he can't do that, it's not a good thing. He's dysfunctional. He's just a fucking child. He's just behaving like a child. And so, for you to not recognize that and just be like, oh, you're behaving like a child, I'm not willing to accept that, and why would I hang out with a guy who can't be upfront with me? That's fucking weird. But see, rather than do that, you take on that drama because you like the feeling of drama more than you like your own personal happiness and strength and feelings of healthy relationship. You prefer the drama. So you like the idea of, oh, he's a fucking asshole, he cheated on me. But stop right there. What do you mean he cheated on you? You're saying he couldn't explain to you that he wanted to see another girl rather than you? Or maybe he did explain that and you didn't hear it? Or like, what are you talking about? Why are you just going off on this whole thing? He cheated, da-da-da. But even so, okay, fine. You no longer want to be with this guy, then that's your choice. So what you do not do, again, I'm not a woman, so I don't understand all that's in play. I guess it's a bit different, but generally speaking, you don't then like spend multiple hours posing for a particular photograph and like post it on Instagram in some kind of hope that this guy's going to see the photo, and then he's going to like become jealous, and you're going to get a bunch of likes, and then somehow he's going to become jealous and then text you, and then you're going to get involved with some dramatic battle with him, right? You see how that whole thought process is super, super fucked up, super, super toxic. Like, this shit is wrong on many different levels. You don't post this photo. I mean, you post it if it's just out of something that you really desire to do, but not because you want to provoke a person to feel jealousy. You see how already that's fucked up. What are you doing? Why are you trying to make another person feel something negative? That's fucked up, right? You're doing something fucked up. Stop that right away. No, you stop it right away. Right? You see how you're just building this drama. You're just building this gossip and drama. And then what? Then you're going to draw in other girls to try to like, to validate what you're doing. Like, you're right, he is a fucking asshole, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you do deserve better. But why are they saying that? Why are you encouraging them? It was a guy who didn't understand how to develop the boundaries of your relationships, and you're rewarding that with more of your attention. And you're feeding off that, and it's toxic. You're feeding off that drama. So you see how you're going way down this path. It's all just coke and pills and fucking meth. That's all you're doing. It's all toxic. The brutality of it is you need to end all that right away and stop going down that path and invest in yourself. That's the truth. That's how it goes. And you know what? Any other full-grown adult will tell you the same. Okay? Hopefully, maybe one day the videos get a little more easily digestible, and it will be a little more fun to hear, and it won't be so brutal and to the point, but the fundamental truth will still be there. Okay? And that's probably why this fucking video will have like 0 views, because you don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. The guys don't want to hear it. The girls don't want it. But it's the truth. Like, what the fuck? Go check. Anyone else going to tell you the same thing. All the legends. Go take fucking plant medicine, and the gods will straighten you the fuck out, and they will tell you this exact same shit. Except if I tell you, you don't have spiders and fucking snakes crawling all over you, crawling through your fucking dreams. So there you go. That's how it goes. Handle your shit. Do it up. Do your meditation. I'm going to do mine today. Fuck it. Solar plexus. Solar plexus chakra. Every time I even say the word 1 hour meditation, it's just, I can't even believe it's real. I can't even believe it. Like, there's just no way. I honestly, I mean, there's, it's 100% chance I'm going to do the meditation. Like, there's nothing that can stop me from doing it. Even if both my arms fall off, I'll still be doing it. I will do it and bleed fucking to death. Nah, maybe I'll get the arm stitched back on, but I'll still do the meditation in the fucking operating room. But I know I'm going to do it, but even still, it's still like, oh my God, like, holy shit, how can I possibly do another fucking hour of meditation? But I will, because I'm doing it every day. I hope some other people are doing it. I think we're about halfway through the month here. So this is about half the live stream / YouTube videos that I'm going to do. And at the end of the month, I might just shut her down. I might just end it. We'll see. We'll see how it feels. Move on to something else. It was still kind of funny to do this. It was still kind of hilarious. A few people started meditating, so even if it was just that would still be good. I can still think I did something cool. Like, to actually encourage one person to start meditating is more of a fucking achievement than I don't even know. That's more of an achievement than almost anything. That's more of an achievement than like my university degrees, that's for sure. That shit doesn't mean anything. But actually encouraging a person to actually start meditation and investing in themselves, that's real shit. That's a real fucking thing. That's something I'm actually like proud of. Like, wow, that's awesome. I hope these people stick with it. That'd be cool. I know I'm going to stick with it. And it's not just because I look exactly like fucking a light-skinned fucking Denzel Washington either. Although that's part of the reason. But the real reason is because I know. I know that's what you need to do. I know I'm strengthening my fucking vibration. I know I'm strengthening my fucking confidence, my soul, my universal presence. That's what I'm doing. Why aren't you doing it? What's your excuse? Seriously. Somebody, you can DM me an excuse. And make it outrageous. Be like, I got abducted by aliens, and you know what I mean? They seriously just took me to another planet. And then when I came back, there wasn't time because I had to go pick up my aunt. She was getting her hair done. Still not an excuse. You still should have done it. All right? So that's going to be pretty much it for today. Thanks for everybody who's checking it out. Do your shit. I'm going to do mine. This is pretty much halfway through the month. So this is halfway through these sessions. Hopefully we've encouraged a few people to get some shit going. And if not, doesn't matter because I'm doing my shit. Putting out good vibes into the universe. And you know what? That's how the universe works. All right. Thank you, everybody. That's a half hour. Peace out. See y'all next time.